coaches, welcome back to a brand new episode. As you can see, we're not in our offices today. We're actually in Spain on our way to a football game. I'm here with my friend Coach Phil. You guys have probably seen him on the podcast. Phil, where are we going to be going today?
We're off to Cartagena to watch some third-tier Spanish football. FC Cartagena against Antequera. So it should be a good game, hopefully.
Yeah, so it's a third division match in the Spanish football. So what we're going to be doing is today we're going to be talking about elite development. So if you are a coach, you're working with elite athletes, then this podcast is going to be for you. Phil, give us a little bit of an insight into exactly what we're going to be talking about and covering once we're inside the stadium.
We're going to touch on 3 strategies. The first one is coaching syllabus and the importance of having one to establish good, positive elite player development. Then we're going to talk about personalization and adaptability to your players, as well as creating individual player development plans for the athletes that you work with.
Excellent. So see you guys in a little bit. We're going to be inside the stadium recording our brand new episode. See you guys in a bit.
See you in the stadium.
Right, what's up guys? We're here inside the stadium now. Okay, so today's topic, we're going to be talking about working with elite footballers. Right, so if you've got clients, you're working with elite players. Right, so Phil, what is a few things coaches should take into account when they're working with elite players or clients?
Yeah, so we mentioned our top 3 already: the coaching syllabus, personalization of your sessions, and then creating individual development plans. Now the good thing with these 3 is they all link together. So the first thing is, and something we're going to share with all of you coaches soon, is our own soccer coaching business coaching syllabus. So we're going to share with you all the different sessions that you can put on for group, elite players, and also for one-to-one sessions across the whole spectrum. You're probably looking at things such as the FA4 corner model, so your technical and tactical development of players, social skills, psychological skills, their physical development as well, and that holistic perspective. You're then looking to see, can you add in some personalization? So each player is different. We have to adapt our training sessions, our coaching points, our detail to different groups of players. So you have to get to know your players first. And then we're looking at, can you then, once you know your players and you know their areas of strengths and areas to improve on, can you create personal development plans and push them to that next level? Anything to add?
Yeah, so when you work with elite players, you've got to remember that the ability level has to be much higher. Okay, so you have to adapt your sessions based on who you're working with. So we've talked about the first one. Now, Phil, what's another thing to take into consideration when working with players at an elite level? So as you guys can see in the background, you know, this is an elite environment, working with elite players, okay, and that's what you want your soccer coaching business to represent.
Yeah, so if we want players to eventually reach stadiums like this, the first thing we need to consider is we're working with a group. They're not beginners. So if you're talking about elite players, they're already at a certain level. Our job as coaches is how can we push them, for example, to this behind us. Okay, and how can we do that? Well, the first thing is your own coaching personality. When you're coaching players of a certain level, you have to have a little bit of a personality about you, a confidence in delivering what you're delivering, in working with players of a certain standard, in order for them to have that buy into your sessions. Then once you have that, you can really make sure you're educated on the detail. So your coaching qualifications, okay, your formal CPD, your informal CPD, your coach education, watching our podcast, for example, and different ways to find out stuff about the coaching and business side of things so that you can develop your players and hopefully have them performing in stadiums like the ones behind us.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good. Alright guys, well, thanks for joining us on this episode, right? If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out content on a regular basis. If you guys got any questions for us, I know this one was a bit shorter, right? If you've got any questions with regards to your business and coaching, make sure you leave them in the subscription and we will get them answered on the previous podcast. I'll see you all very soon and see you on the next one.
Vamos Cartagena!
What's up, guys? We've just come out the stadium. Right, great win for the home team. You can see the badge, the logo, the name there. Phil, what are your thoughts of the game?
Yeah, boring game. Boring games, not the best stadium. I thought the away team were actually a little bit better today in terms of in possession. If we link this directly to the topic of the video, elite player development, didn't really see many young players on there, which is from both teams, which is disappointing considering it's a third tier level. You're hopefully looking at some young, maybe Spanish talent up and coming. But I didn't really see that very, very old sort of midfielder who was 38, fullback on the other side who was looking like he's in his 40s or late 30s. Ultimately, the home team won, who we came out to support. What are they called again? Cartagena 1-0, so that's always good through maybe a bit of a dodgy penalty. We had some VAR in the third tier, 3 different VAR events, but I think definitely in terms of player development, we want to try and get more younger players in. But no, good experience. Good day out. What's your thoughts, Leo?
Yeah, I thought, as similar to you, I think the game wasn't great, but I think if you have a business, it's a great experience for your clients, maybe arranging an outing like this to go and watch a game. Great for video analysis, great. So in front of a crowd, and yeah, I think if you run a business, if you've got a coaching business, it is a great experience, even though sometimes the product that we just saw isn't great, but kids will love it. They're at a stadium, they're watching professional footballers, and they can learn a lot from it. So implement events like this into your business. They're going to provide a lot of value, and I think when parents see value, right, like we talk on our video, you can up the price, and also it's really good because players actually see what a real game looks like, especially today when you work with younger players. A lot of them don't watch the sport, so taking them to events like this I think really helps, and very beneficial. So thank you guys for following this video. Phil and myself, we're going to get something to eat now. We're a bit hungry. Vamos. Great experience, and see you all on the next video.
See you later,
Adios.
Guys. Ciao, vamos.